My biggest fear is that I'm not good enough. I have this voice in my head that I've been battling with for years that says, you're not really talented enough. You don't really deserve this. Does this sound familiar to any of you guys? This is actually a quote from Rachel Patton. And it talks about not being good enough. I read this today, and it just reminded me of how many people kind of psych their own selves out because they're in their own head, and it's keeping them back from applying for that job they want or pursuing things they want to do. Well, we're going to take a break from railroad talk, and we're going to spark some motivation today and holding us back from what we want to do. You ready? Well, stay tuned, because we're about to dive right in.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? My name's Hameen Phillips, and you're watching the Stick Your Web Domains channel. Today, I just wanted to take a little break from our normal railroad talk and kind of talk about what's keeping us from getting a job on the railroad or just doing whatever we're trying to accomplish in general. Do you feel like you're ever inside of your own head and psyching yourself out from doing the things that you want to do? I've been reading some of my comments, and some of it, I just feel like people are lacking confidence. And it reminded me or made me think about maybe I should make a video, trying to help people boost their confidence and motivation. And, maybe that's what's keeping them from landing a job on the railroad or doing whatever, they want to do in life. Don't ever let somebody tell you or make somebody make you feel that you're not good enough. I don't care if you went on an interview before on the railroad and you didn't get the job. It happens. But don't make that be the thing that stops you from pursuing what it is that you want to do. In life, we're going to have obstacles. We're going to have challenges. And we're going to fail. I mean, even the best of us has failed, We've all had rough times. Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. Everybody has points of their lives where they didn't think they would get back up. I just want to kind of remind you guys that you're not alone in how you feel, and that you are good enough. You're good enough for a job on the railroad, or you're good enough to start your own business, or you're good enough to go to college and get that degree. In this society that we're in today, everybody, kind of feels like they got to please everybody else, or you're just kind of afraid to take a path that's all your own. If you feel something and you feel like it's right, go for that. And if somebody's telling you it's not for you, well, that person is just one less person you need in your life. In my life alone, I've accomplished things that I never thought was possible. I never saw myself working on the railroad. I never thought I would start a YouTube channel and try to give people advice on how to work for the railroad or any kind of motivational tips. But, somewhere along the lines, I made my first video and I saw the response. People liked the advice that I gave them. They said it helped them. There you go. I mean, I didn't think that people would care or watch, but it felt good to know that, that's one more person that I helped to land a job on the railroad. And today I just wanted to reach out to you guys and just say, I don't care what people might have told you in the past, or said, you know, that's not for you. You know, working on the railroad, oh, that's not for you. Don't listen to the negative powers that be. You know, you're gonna have trolls out there trying to keep you down and keep you away from what you want to do. That's just how it is. It's always gonna be one person trying to hold you back. But just remember that you are good enough. And you have to apply your own confidence in what it is that you want in your life so that you can achieve and go and get it. Everything is in life is gonna feel like it's out of reach. But to be honest, I feel like that's kind of the beauty of it. I mean, imagine if everything was right there in front of us. How would that determine who we are? If we didn't have to fight for anything or have to jump over obstacles for anything, what would define us? It's the obstacles that make us who we are. When I was growing up, you know how you are when you're kids, you don't want to listen to grown people. You think you know everything, right? Well, I made mistakes, and my dad would call it a balk lesson. He would say, son, you balked that lesson. And basically what he was saying was that it was a lesson that I had to learn that cost me something. Either, you know, it cost me actual money, or maybe I got hurt and it was in the hospital for a week. But a balk lesson is a lesson that you will always remember, because you will never do that again. These are the lessons we need to make, or the mistakes we need to make. And these are the things we need to learn. Do not be afraid to fail. Do not hold off on applying for that job you want because you feel like you don't think you can get it and you just can't handle the rejection. The biggest problem that keeps us holding, back in life is ourselves. You want to start a YouTube channel? Start a YouTube channel. Help other people with the knowledge that you have. Don't feel like you're not good enough for someone to want to listen to you. Don't care about what your friends might say or what, your coworkers might think. Because at the end of the day, you're doing it for you. And when we can get out of our own heads and stop putting ourselves down and being the one weight that we are anchoring on ourselves, then we can find success as people, as a country. I don't know. I just reading the comments, it kind of just made me a little sad because people seemed like they were getting discouraged because they weren't landing that job, the first time. And I almost feel like people wanted to give up and quit. And I didn't get a job on a railroad my first time either. It took me on my second try, and I had to go drive 7 hours to get there. And I didn't know if I was going to get the job or not. But you know what? I had to go to find out. I had to drive out there and put my best foot forward to actually get it done. Not everything is gonna be, at our doorstep. And when things are not in reach, we get afraid. And I'm just here to tell you guys that not everything you want in your life is gonna be right in front of you. You have to actually go and get it. You gotta go chase it. That's what is gonna define you. That's gonna define your success or your failures. If you guys want this job on the railroad, or you want this job anywhere else, you got to keep fighting, keep getting up every day and applying for that job, keep showing up to the interviews, because you are good enough. it all starts in here. Once you can clean out the negative words and the negative energy in your head, then you can begin to realize that you can accomplish just as much as anybody else. Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, none of these people got anything handed to them. If you've heard their life story, they had to fight tooth and nail to get where they are today. So I just want to, remind everybody, don't give up on what you want. If you want a better life for your children, if you're a single mom and you're trying to provide for your family and give your kids the best, and you want a job that's on the railroad, well, go get it. Because you can have it. You are good enough. And any one of you guys that think that there's something out here that is out of your reach, you're wrong. Because it's all within your reach. The only time that something's out of your reach is when you allow it to be. Alright, I've been yelling at you guys enough today. So, I just wanted to say these things and get you guys back on track with your confidence and kind of motivate you to go out there and get it done. And let's just stop with the negativity of wanting to give up and thinking that we're not good enough, because we are. Every one of you, every one of us. Let's go get it, all right? Until the next time, I'll see you on the rails. Peace.